Welcome to a new episode of the 90s Metal Gamer, where we stay hydrated and play video games. I seem to be doing a lot of GameCube stuff on the channel, and I'm starting to believe that's my specialty. For this video, I'm going to give this GameCube controller the makeover it truly deserves. Let's get started.
And then the Lord said,
I want to see your tiny head.
The GameCube will forever hold a special place in my heart, more so than the Xbox or the PlayStation 2. And I think it's because it was the very first console that I bought with my own money. I bought the GameCube around the end of its lifetime, which was around 2005 or 2006. And I remember buying Twilight Princess along with it, because I bought it the day that it released. I was very late to the game as far as the GameCube is concerned, because I did buy it with my own money, and I was around 18 or 19 years old when I got my first job. And I was very, very proud of myself for buying the GameCube with my own money, because I was on my road to independence. Okay, enough about my life story. Let's get back to this GameCube controller. I bought this controller from eBay, and the original listing said it was for parts. Now what does that mean? It means that it may or may not work, but in this case, everything functioned normally. So I'm just going to give this a new shell and new buttons, as well as clean up anything that I may find on the inside. Overall, the controller really isn't all that bad. The board looks like it's in very good condition, and nothing seems out of the ordinary, at least to the naked eye. With the exception of the dust that's around the joysticks, everything looks good. This is possibly the easiest fix that I've done on this channel. And it's not even a fix. I'm just giving it an all new shell and all new buttons. I just want to make this thing look pretty. One thing that I did forget to mention is that the left thumbstick is missing its rubber padding. Not a big deal. We're getting all new parts for this. Aside from the thumbstick issue, everything else seems to be in good working order. I just don't like the way it looks. Since this GameCube controller looks generally good inside and out, the biggest thing that I'll have to do with it is give it a good brush down. No harm, no foul. Upon cleaning this thing, I did notice that there was something lodged in one of the trigger sliders. Here's a close-up so you can see exactly what I'm seeing. Although it is not the greatest, I am working with one hand here. It looks like it's a piece of broken plastic that's stuck in there. I was trying to find my tweezers, but I couldn't find them, so my Gerber will have to do. I don't exactly know what this is, but I got it out. I don't know if you can see it right there in my hand. It is ridiculously small. That little piece was hindering the trigger movement and it wouldn't go down all the way. Now that it's out of the way, this trigger works perfectly fine. now we can continue with this makeover. I didn't mention it in the beginning of the video, but I'm going to go ahead and say it right here. I must ask that you do not use my videos as a reference or tutorial on how to take apart your GameCube controller. Should you choose to use my videos as a reference or tutorial, you are risking bricking your controller. So once again, please do not use my videos as a reference or a tutorial. Thank you. Overall, there's really nothing wrong with this controller, at least mechanically speaking. I just don't like the way it looks. We don't need these anymore. Nor do we need these buttons. I'm gonna go ahead and save the pads though. We definitely need those. The goal for this GameCube controller was to give it that 90s aesthetic look. And I think going with the clear shell hits that mark. Not only was it getting a clear shell, but I'm going to give this thing some golden buttons too. Well, gold-plated buttons. Not even that. Gold-colored buttons. And some black joysticks. I think this thing is going to look beautiful. Here is a close-up so you can see exactly what I bought. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this shell and the buttons? I personally think all these were great combinations. I'm thinking about doing a pink one next. I think that'll be dope. Alright, now let's go ahead and reassemble this GameCube controller with the new shell, the new joysticks, and the new buttons. Please enjoy some music while I fast forward through the reassembly. Okay, now let's test out this controller to see if it'll work. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to use Capcom vs SNK2 EO. I've always wondered what the EO stands for in this game. Turns out it means easy operation. For the remainder of this video, I'm going to remain silent because the in-game audio gets really loud.
All records are made to be broken. Capcom vs SNK2. Check it out.